What's up, Wolfpackers? It's your boy, Wolf Doggy Dog. We got another one, guys. Episode 98. We are marching all the way to retirement, guys. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Saturday, 5 p.m. We are jumping all around, guys. I don't know if I want to be late night hut. I don't know if I want to be early morning. One thing for sure, weekend fig talk, guys. Weekend fig talk. We got a special guest today. We're gonna talk a little Star Wars, a little Andor, a little pop culture, man. Just everything going off in media today. Real quick, unfortunately, guys. Let's. I gotta start the show off on a sad note. Close friend of the channel, of the Wolfpack. In pursuit of toys. If you know, you know. A good friend of ours had a loss in the family. Prayers, hearts go out to him right now. Deep time. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say about that. We're all when toy collecting takes a backseat to real life. You guys have seen me on here use his Instagram for the up-to-date things and stuff like that. But when a tragedy hits your family, nothing else matters. So thoughts and prayers to him, letting him take some time off from what he went through. But yeah, guys, 98. We've got, everyone in the chat already sees it, guys. We got General Kenobi. General Kenobi's bunker is going to be joining us in just a little bit. We're gonna be talking about all that good, guys. Let us know what you guys have been picking up. Wolf Mother got me something from EE. It's mildly heavy. She didn't tell me what it was. She said, I got it for you back when we were friends, which means we're not friends now. Today, at present day, we're not friends. It's, so she wouldn't even tell me what's in here. It feels heavier than, say, like a 1999 $27.99 figure. Slightly heavier than that. And then when you forget to cancel pre-orders, this is a let me see if you guys can read the fine print right up in here from the good folks at Hasbro. This is what happens when you forget to cancel a pre-order. And then this is what happens when you forget to cancel a pre-order and you find the darn things in the wild. So luckily, what's in here is Army Builders. I'm still sitting pretty. It's expensive, but I'm still sitting pretty. Holding too many of these ladies, of these beautiful ladies. Pulled the trigger on a couple things. We're gonna have plenty of stuff to open, guys. Let's. What do you guys say? You guys ready for Kenobi? You guys ready to get Kenobi in here? Let's. In honor of Kenobi, Wolfpackers, can you bring my my Boba Fett helmet on? If we're gonna have Kenobi out here, we gotta have Boba Fett because they go hand in hand. Next to Darth Maul, I would say Boba Fett is probably Kenobi's biggest foe. But yeah, let's let me get my headset on, pop this off. Let me get some fire emojis if you guys are ready to get Kenobi out here. Fire emojis in the chat. We will switch on over. Got I am drinking a nitro brew right now. The Wolf Mother said I can't have a drop of the other stuff until I finish this. So I'm gonna have to finish this before I can get to that good. What's going on in the chat? Let me we're getting ready to bring Kenobi out here. Let me say what's up to everybody. We got Jaeger in the building, Greg Fenstad sleeping, Solo Hunter, Fabulous Disaster, Martha Morales, what is good? Obi-Wan's in the building. Who else? Those toy junkies. Tyler Lalonde. What it do? Alright, Alright, we got those fire emojis. Let me make sure I don't turn something off, because you know me, I don't be knowing the stuff, the buttons. I got these big ass thumbs. I just accidentally hit a button, not even trying. Messes up the whole stream. All right, can you hear me? All right, let's bring out General Kenobi's bunker. What is up, my guy?
Hello there. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good. Oh, hey. All right, right on, mischievous. So yeah, we've got the
Look at that.
yeah, to go with To go with the guest. To go with the guest. Very
Oh, come on now.
very themed.
You do
Very
not have
themed.
to dress up just on account of little old me.
Oh, right. So, Matt, for the longest I've been trying to have like some Star Wars breakdowns of episodes, because we've been having Disney Plus has been shooting nothing but fire for us for the last
Dude.
year and a half, 2 years. There's always something Star Wars on Disney Plus, which is it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Agreed.
Is it safe to say Kenobi was your favorite story of the saga?
I thoroughly enjoyed Kenobi, of course. Spoiler alert, right? The name,
Yeah.
if you hadn't guessed it by the name, but I feel if I'm gonna just start nitpicking a little bit. I feel like they needed a little bit more room to stretch their legs. Now seeing Andor and seeing what they can do with 4 times as many episodes, right? And maybe a little bit longer runtime and a little bit more of an overall plan for the whole story. Um, I'm like, man, I have to wonder what Kenobi could have been if it would have been 12 episodes even, right?
What did we get with
Uh,
Kenobi? Was it six?
6. Yep.
Six.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And don't get me wrong, I love the show. I love the show to death. But it's just, it's been in the back of my mind the last couple weeks, like what could have been if they were given more time.
Yeah. Um, how do you feel with as far as the canon, as far as existing canon, how Kenobi was able to kind of surf the line, kind of dance on the line by not so much breaking some of the canon that already existed?
No, I loved it, man. I mean, once he started, just dropping names, right? I knew, okay, a lot of people were keep saying, oh, we should have had, Cal Kestis popped up, maybe even Ezra or Kanan or Clone Force 99, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, guys, like, all of that is coming later on, right? Like, we're trying to laser focus on a story here, right? Don't get me wrong, I would love to see a cameo by all those guys every single episode, but it also sort of takes away, right, from the scope of the show and the story that's they were at least trying to tell, right?
Yeah.
But when he dropped, Quinlan's name down, it's like, oh, like Quinlan's alive. I was like, dude, that's it. That's all I needed.
And that's okay. So to get the Quinlan thing about it, you had to have been a fan of clones. You had to
Oh yeah.
somewhat known the expanded universe outside of the three movies and then the prequels. So yeah,
Absolutely.
that was definitely an Easter egg for us for the fans, and the subtleness of it. The subtleness of it
Yes.
was great. Was great. But yeah, no, go ahead. I'm like the best at interrupting when you're in a rant.
Nah, hey man, that's all good. I can go on and on for hours, as you probably know. But yeah, so it was things like that I was like, you know what? Yes, like we didn't maybe get a bunch of fan service every single episode, right? Uh, but that's fine because all I needed were those little like nuggets of expanded universe, being brought into the main line. Um, the other one that I was very hopeful was gonna tie in to the now deceased movie, Rogue Squadron, was the little kid that the fake Jedi was helping escape. Uh, his name in the credits it's Corran, right? There's a Jedi in the old expanded universe that's his name is Corran Horn, and he was actually part of Rogue Squadron. Then they found out he was such a good pilot because he was force sensitive, and he goes on to train with Luke at his Jedi Praxium, right at his Jedi Academy. So I was like, oh my lord, like if they're doing that, like Disney, take all my money, I'm here for it.
Definitely.
Uh, but
That's not to cut you off, but that's one of those things in Filoni we trust.
oh yeah,
Kevin Feige has that. We've got the utmost trust with Kevin Feige and where he's taking the direction with Marvel. We need to. I'm pretty sure he's got full reins of it, but I believe he's guiding us in a really good direction with almost. I don't want to call it a Swiss cheese, but they're not giving you every single story right away. There's different pockets, different timelines where we're going to find out how
exactly.
the First Order was able to move in and take over, right
Exactly.
away. I remember that was probably for the sequels. A lot of people's biggest question was like, well, didn't they just defeat
Yeah.
the Empire the last time we saw this? But all of a sudden now these guys are back. So Filoni's gonna slowly, bit by bit, with
Right.
the X show. What was it, Rangers of the New Republic, or
Yes.
the scrap show was gonna give you a little bit of that and stuff like that. With Filoni though, he's got 30 years of timeline to play with. He can touch on things. Well, he had a big part in Clone Wars, and
Oh, huge. Yeah.
moving forward, it's his baby. It's his baby from here on out. Safe to say, right?
Yeah, and to your point, this is the guy that almost put Darth Revan into one of the episodes, right? In Clone Wars. We know we were this close
Yeah.
to getting Darth Revan into canon proper. So again, he is aware, right? He's very aware of what we want to see. That's not necessarily when we want to see it, because of course we want to see everything all at once.
Yeah.
Um, but to your point, yes, this guy has plenty to work with, and so far I think it's been doing really good. I don't really have complaints. Like I said, uh, people were being, again, Andor hits. He's in a scrapper yard, right? It's like, oh, like Cal Kestis, he has to be there,
Yeah.
like, because they're scrappers. Like, there's no way if they don't do that, this show is crap. No, like, come on, guys. Like, it's a huge universe, right? Both in the storytelling and physically within that story, right? I mean, it's a whole wide galaxy. Like, it's not
But
everybody has to be in the same three planets, right?
well, just the simple fact that you mentioned Cal Kestis and Andor, both of them were on planets we've never even heard of before, up until
Exactly.
the video game and this episode.
And the show, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's definitely showing you how vast, how wide the galaxy is. We saw it in earlier episodes, not of Andor, but of other things that we've seen on Disney Plus, where not a lot of people have come in contact with Jedi to begin with. So for them to, for it to be an ancient race, a hokey religion that not a lot of people have ever heard about, that it kind of starts to make sense.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And then, again, maybe jumping into the Andor stuff. We see the day-to-day people now, right? More than we've ever done so. We were always following this obviously main protagonists of the story, but they were also people in power, right? Like, they were Jedi, they were politicians, they were kings, queens, etc. Now we see the down to the earth guys, right? Like the blue collar workers. What are they doing every day? Like, all of that stuff. And again, what you were mentioning, some of these people, never even heard of a Jedi, right? Like, they were not, in the grand scheme of things, they were not important enough to maybe be in the presence of a Jedi or go on a mission with a Jedi, or something like that, right? So if Jedi were already kind of winding down in number by the time of, like, episode one, think about it. Like, they were in like the tens of thousands, right? And we're
Yeah,
talking about a galaxy with like several, what is it, like trillions of
trillions. Yeah,
beings, right? So the percentage is abysmal. Like, there's, you might as well see a shooting star before you see a Jedi, right? Uh, and then of course the Empire comes in, wipes not them just physically, but records of their religion, records of their existence. Like, everything is gone. You can't even talk about them. Of course, down to the ground level guy. He's like, well, I only, when I was a kid, I heard like spooky stories of these guys, and now that I'm all grown up, like, I don't care. Like, I don't know them. I don't, they were never part of my life, or anything like that. So um, it's good. Like, I like the way they're doing it with Andor. Like I said, sort of showing us, the uh, the bottom level, right? Like the day-to-day guys that are just trying to get on with their lives. Like,
well, so much so that we're watching a Star Wars story, but we haven't seen a single stormtrooper yet. Those are like the most indispensable. Throw 19 stormtroopers out there, and now you got a hit show. We haven't seen a single stormtrooper yet. There,
yes,
it's definitely it was really cool what they did with Andor, where it's like these guys are like the you're so far off, you're so far out from the core planets that you don't even get stormtroopers. You've got Walmart stormtroopers.
exactly. Yeah,
So
you got
yeah.
rent-a-cops.
Yeah, pretty much. But they've now been absorbed. They've now been absorbed,
Exactly.
and we see the guy that was the guy that was on the holocron. looking at Andor. So he kind of knows what his combatant is, but he's forced to live with his mother for some time. So that's kind of that was pretty cool, and it gave it
Yeah.
a nice little '70s vibe, almost like Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru did the decoration.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, like I said, I've been enjoying all that stuff, and I know that people have gripes with the show because they keep calling it a slower burn, right? They keep calling it slow, not that much action, and I can see, of course, where they're coming with from that, but at the same time, we've never gotten so much detail into, like I said, just the daily lives, right, of people in the Star Wars universe, like. And I know for most people are like, dude, I don't care what some like uh, blue collar worker in a space mine had for breakfast that day.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's those little details that will lead up to, like, guys, these are regular run of the mill people. They don't got powers. They don't even have money,
yeah.
right? And they are going to amount to a full on rebellion
Rebellion.
that's
Yes,
gonna be
yes.
that's
Yeesh.
gonna be this whole movement and idealism, and it's gonna go down in history. And they're eventually, we know they're gonna bring down this seemingly all powerful empire, right?
I got
Um,
I got chills when you said that, bro. I got chills when you said that. What are they gonna form again? What are they gonna form?
they will form the rebellion,
Whew, God.
right?
Yeah,
Say it
no.
again, Mufasa.
Yeah.
Woo.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yep. Well, at the top of the chat, the Wolf Mother, the lovely mod in the building.
Hey,
Shout out to Greg, the other lovely mod in the building. Wolf Mother's pinned your IG and your Instagram. At the top of the
oh,
chat
appreciate
is
that. Yeah,
your YouTube. Go ahead and check my man out. Let us know about your channel, man. I've been a fan
sure.
for a while, and the thing that really got me hyped about you was when you made it down to Anaheim and
Oh,
got
dude,
to do the
so
meet
much
and
fun.
greet, and bro, I was like jealous in a good way. I was like, yes, I'm like
No, I
enjoying.
appreciate that.
I was enjoying watching your coverage, watching everyone's coverage from it. But yeah, tell us about your channel, bro.
Sure, yeah, and let me just start off with saying that I've been a fan, and I've told you this before, but I've been a fan for a while, man. So
Thank you.
right off the bat, dude, I'm super excited just to be here. Uh, so yeah, sorry if I'm not too active on the chat, guys. I'm actually not at my usual setup. I'm actually not even at home, but I could not let this, slip up. Like I had to be here. When Killer Mike comes calling, like you gotta be on it. So I will just start off with that. But so yes, main channel name is General Kenobi's Bunker. We do a lot of toy hunts there. We do toy reviews. We do trailer reactions. We have a live show also, nowhere near as this one, as good. But if you want to check it out, you don't got anything to do on Wednesday. Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Central, and the name of the show is The High Ground. So we talk about Star Wars, of course. We talk about Andor. We talk about any upcoming projects, rumors, new toys that have been announced. Old toys that I come across with. Sometimes I do like quick unboxings on the show, things like that. So if you guys think that that's something you would enjoy, I greatly appreciate it if you check it out. I'm doing a push to get my community tab on YouTube, and that's with 500 subscribers. So that's what I'm hoping to be at the end of the year. So
Nice, yeah. You gotta shoot for the stars. Shoot for
yes,
the
sir.
stars. Yes, sir. Well, like I said, I'm a fan of yours as well. I love the coverage. I love the enthusiasm that you put
Oh, thank you, man.
towards the
And
brand.
let me
Yeah.
just tell for anybody that's wondering, Ewan McGregor smells like perfection and unicorns. Okay, it is incredible. It is not fair to anybody out there, and he is just downright gorgeous. Okay, like oh my lord, seriously. Uh,
How tall would you say Ewan
dude,
McGregor
he's
is?
short. He was
Really?
surprisingly short. Yeah, I'm not a tall man by any means. I'm around 5'8", 5'9", but he was shorter than I am. So
Really?
I'm yeah, I was a little bit surprised about that. But oh, dude, like seriously, you just get lost in those big blue eyes. Oh,
I bet. I
anyway,
bet.
let's change the
Yeah.
subject because I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
First Ewan McGregor movie you ever saw? What was the first Ewan McGregor movie you ever saw?
Ewan McGregor, I think I want to say I did see Train Spotting. Uh, back when it was no, I didn't see it in theaters. It must have been just as it came out to home video.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember seeing it in theaters. I was kind of young still back then.
Yeah, I think
But yes, so
yeah, I
uh-huh.
think Train Spotting was the one when they announced who was getting Obi-Wan Kenobi. They were like, yeah, he was so and so actor. Train Spotting was the movie they named. At the time I still had never seen it, so I was just like, oh, who's this guy? But I've never even seen the
Yeah.
movie, so I'm gonna comment on him.
Yeah, so I saw the movie, right, but it didn't really translate, right, when they said, "Oh yeah, Ewan McGregor." I was like, "Okay,"
Yeah,
and I had to look him up, even back then, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I kind of do remember this dude,"
yeah.
um, but it wasn't like an immediate, "Oh yeah, for sure," like it's this kid on from Trainspotting.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite movie from the prequels?
Prequels, Episode 3, dude. I find myself rewatching that on a rainy day more often than none.
Nice, nice.
That's my go-to. Um, I'm kind of a kid of the prequels, really. I was born too late for the OG Star Wars. I was born in the 80s though, but I missed the hype train back then.
It's
And
understandable. We'll give
yeah,
you a pass. We'll give you a
I
pass.
appreciate that.
Cheers
Uh,
as Valley throws up the drink. You drinking anything tonight?
no, no,
No.
I sat down and I forgot my drink somewhere. But um, what I was gonna say is, so I fully came into Star Wars with the special editions,
Okay.
and I know, we all know what those were, but to me they were the first time they were shown in theaters.
Yeah.
So that to me was like, like that blew my mind, right? And I was like, these movies are 20 years old. Like how do they look so good? How can they be so good? And they are old, right?
Yeah.
Um, and so I was all in. So when episode one, came into theaters, I was already like, dude, I was already trying to find websites, like of what was going on and things like that.
As early as '96, Tupac was rumored to be Mace Windu's. He had an interview, I think, with Spielberg about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And back then I didn't really have access to the internet, like, no way near as we do now, right? But I remember going to the library and just trying to find, websites with with like chats or forum posts or whatever I could find. Um, so yeah, so I was all into the prequels. Uh, but episode 3, like I said, I enjoyed it. It was a culmination of like I said, of my fandom trip up to that point. And remember, like back then, that was it, right? um, we were not gonna get anything anymore. Then Clone Wars comes around, of course, and we all know how that trip went, which was amazing.
Yeah.
But in terms of movies, right, we were supposed to be done with episode 3.
Well, that was the thing that made Star Wars so good, was that you only had the three, for those 20 years. I still remember, you don't necessarily have to answer this question, but I still remember in about, there was a little gray area between like 86 to, let's call it 88 to about 92, where it was just like a really dry spell of Star Wars. Like if you
Yes.
were in maybe in other countries, because I do remember in, I think, '89, I went and spent the summer down in Mexico, and Star Wars was still very heavy. People were still getting their
Oh yeah.
Millennium Falcons and the 3 3/4, and the movies were always on. Like if I went to someone's house, they were always running off of VHS or something like that. But
Dude,
here,
and it's funny you mentioned that because I have family down there, right? And so they used to do these on, I think, on Saturdays or Sundays, where they would just like the main TV channel will pick like a trilogy, let's say Indiana Jones, and
yeah,
just run it, right, for like 8 9 hours straight. And so they would do that with Star Wars, and like you said, they were still very alive down there during that sort of like dry spell. But I wasn't, I guess I wasn't focused enough. I was still kind of young, that I never sort of I would see bits and pieces here and there, on TV, but it wasn't until, like I said, they hit theaters that I was like, whoa, like this is amazing. Like,
yeah, I remember the marketing for the re-releases. It was just that they showed you on your monitor a small TV, and then
yeah,
it had a scene from Star Wars. When they're attacking the Death Star, and it said, to a whole generation, this is the only way that they've seen Star Wars. and then all of a sudden,
Exactly.
it widens out to the big THX, good
Yeah.
surround sound, and it's like, and that's when they were promoting the new ones. And yeah, I mean, I bought into them. I went and watched them. It hurt me seeing the at the very end on Return of the Jedi. When you see
Yes.
Anakin as young Anakin and stuff like that, I was like, what the? I threw my hat down.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll put up with a lot of things, man, but don't piss on this. No, yeah, that part kind of hurt me, but yeah, it's 20 something years later. I guess you can get over it.
Right. No, yeah, I and like I said, it's there will always be, people that are like, no, they change too much or they change things that should never be touched. Uh, Again, guys, it was bound to happen, right? And so it helped introduce Star Wars to a lot of people, myself included, right? At least in the proper sense. So they still hold, like a special place in my family.
Whoa. Check, check. All right, go ahead, Kenobi. Check, check, check. Where is that? Sounds back. Okay. All right. Let me see. I can hear you. It's just we're getting a little bit of static when you're speaking. Okay, I couldn't hear anything you said. See, I'm getting a text from the producer. Let's see what she says. Yeah, it's when you talk. Is there a do you have an alternate mic at all, or? And I got an echo. Yeah, I thought I was hearing an echo. Let me see. Echo, echo. How about now? Is the echo gone? Check, check. I can hear me. All right, let me see. Kenobi, can you hear me, Kenobi? Check, check. So we're having technical difficulties with our man General Kenobi's bunker. Make sure you check him out when audio is awesome and working. Yeah, send in Killer Mike. Somebody send in Killer Mike. We're sitting here all echoed out, and but yeah. If you guys want to follow him when we're not all staticky and bad audio, top of the chat, guys, is his YouTube pinned to the chat. I'm getting another message from the producer. Echo's gone. All right, cool. I'm still hearing echo on my side, but it's all right. Check, check.
Test, test.
We're gonna go this way for just a little bit. Kenobi, give me a thumbs up when you think you got audio. I'm still hearing an echo in here. It's chat. Are you guys hearing an echo? Wolf still has an echo. Okay, let me play around with this. Check, check, check. All right, let me know if you guys can hear me right now or if I have an echo. And then Kenobi, you got anything going on? You got a thumbs up, thumbs down? Wolf is an echo bass. Better. Okay. All right. Well, we're sorting out some technical difficulties. We'll get that squared away. In the meantime, let's check out General Kenobi's Instagram. Posting all the hits you love, getting all the bangers, and yeah, he's deep into the Star Wars game, deep into collecting. Look at that, met up with Katie Sackhoff. That is dope. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let's see. Let's switch over to. All right, Kenobi. Let's. You ready to try it? You ready to bring it back? You good or no? Hear you very good. There, it's better. Okay. You can't hear me? You can't hear me. Let me see. Check. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Kenobi? Kenobi, can you hear me? Echoes back just a little bit. All right, so it's not that microphone. There's like 9 different microphones over here. Kenobi, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I wish you guys could see the screen that I'm seeing. Starbuck. Check. Kenobi. Kenobi, can you hear me? No? All right. Check. Kenobi, can you hear me? Live. All right, let's try an old school way, Kenobi. If you could drop out of the Zoom and then come back. You know, I think you're not muted. I don't know. Let's see. Let me get Killer Mike in here for technical support. Mike, play around with the dials to see if you can get Kenobi's. He said he can't hear me.
Alright, test. Do you have audio now? Audio. Test. No, it's Zoom that's not picking up anything.
Let's
Okay, there you go.
Mike, so what happened? Abruptly, Kenobi audio got staticky when he talked.
I don't really know what happened either.
All right, can Kenobi, can you hear us now or not yet? Okay, so we're ready to go.
Yep.
All right.
Killer Mike, save the day!
Killer Mike to the rescue!
Woo, Killer Mike!
I'd buy that guy at Starbucks, but he's a growing boy, so. Shout out to Killer Mike. Shout out to Killer Mike and his team. They won 2 games in a row, guys. 2 games in a row. If you're watching us if you're following us on the Instagram, you already know. But yeah, shout out to Killer Mike. All right, guys, back to the show. We were having a wonderful talk with a wonderful guest. What do you guys say we keep that going? What do you say we? All right, let me turn this up. All right. Now, I don't even remember where we were at. Yeah, now we're good. But yeah, we are live with General Kenobi's bunker. I think you were describing your show, your channel, and
Working out the gremlins. But yes, guys. So down in the main channel, we do a lot of toy hunting. We focus on Star Wars, of course, and we like to talk about upcoming Star Wars products, some of the reviews. We do a little bit of trailer reactions, and we like to hit up some of the cons as Wolf was just mentioning. We managed to go down to Celebration this year, which was a really nice experience. I got to meet some really cool people down there too. But
hang
the
on,
highlight was for sure.
hang on one sec. It sounds like we've got no audio for you. Oh Lord, it's not one thing; it's another. I got auxiliary. I got the mic auxiliary up. I got desktop audio up. Are you Zoom is not muted? No.
No.
Oh brother,
Can you hear me though?
I can hear you.
Okay. If you want, I can just exit and try to come back in.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay. Let me try that.
Yep.
I'll join the same meeting.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good. In the meantime, I'll entertain people and
Oh,
yeah.
you do that. Ooh, look at that gorgeous thing right there.
What do you guys say we do the rest of the stream this way, right?
Nice.
Buy my man a little bit of time. I need to have a longer neck. And it lights up. You got its own targeting. I kind of got to yell to project myself, but you know what? Whatever. Episode 98, guys. It wouldn't be a Wolfpack stream if we didn't have technical support going down. And yeah, I'm the dude just hanging out doing this. You know, how many people will watch if it was just me chilling doing this, sipping? All right, so we're gonna try to get Kenobi back in here in just a second. I'm managing like seven different things. I got messages from the check. Everything all at once. Need a small mic for the collar. Yeah, right up in here. Nice little lapel. All right, we got Kenobi back. Let's see.
I'm hearing that your volume's low.
I fixed it now, apparently.
Oh.
Chat, can you guys hear me? Guys, I was wearing a helmet too, for crying out loud. Let's see. And anybody would have low audio like this, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll put. All right. You're good, bro. All right. We got the brown series boba. All right, bro. We are back with our man Kenobi's bunker. What's up, bro? Can we hear you?
Hey guys, can you hear me now? I can hear you.
Hey, now we can't hear him. Oh man, if it's not one thing, it's another. All right.
Yeah, right.
All right. Okay, I got you.
Okay, awesome, man. Let me know. Hopefully the chat can hear me as well.
Yep. All right. Let's try to get this one back steered towards the way we're going. So Kathleen Kennedy, fan of, against, thoughts of?
Look, the way I see it, man, she inherits, an impossible task. It was gonna be tough any way she would try to tackle it. Okay. So I don't know. I try to I try not to be too harsh on her because it is not a very, I wouldn't want to be in her shoes is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But having said that, that's my like disclaimer, right? Like I kind of do understand that, but she has also been involved in these projects for like the last 30 years or so. So I would think that she understands the fandom a lot better than she kind of seems to, you know. Um, but the argument is always made like, oh, you know, like the sequels, they suck, they're no good, blah blah, all of that. I'm like, yes, but remember, Mandalorian also came out under Kathleen Kennedy's watch, right? Kenobi came out under Kathleen Kennedy's watch. Andor is still under Kathleen Kennedy's watch. So, you know, it's one of those things where like you got to think about that, right? Like she's been responsible for this whole thing, good and bad, you know. Rogue One was under her watch, you know, and I freaking love that movie. Like,
yeah, well, watching Andor makes you want to watch Rogue One, and going back to the Filoni with the Swiss cheese, filling in gaps in the storyline. We're seeing it in 2015. Maybe not to this extent. He didn't know that he'd have a whole network where he could play around with shows and this and that, but he was laying the groundwork down for what we're getting now, 8-9 years later almost, you know. So there was a master plan. It was one of those trust the process.
Sure. Yeah.
And with Kathleen, with Kathleen Kennedy, you also have to remember she may be the boss of, you know, Star Wars or whatever, but even she's got bosses. If the bosses are if they're telling you they want it done this way, you're gonna do it this way, or you're not gonna have that job anymore.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, for sure, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business, right? So, you know, people are gonna try to drive it to the best profit they can in any way they think is best, right? And you know, without taking into account anything but their own pockets. So, again, you know, definitely, she doesn't sign off on every single, you know, piece of dialogue that's ever written for all those shows or all those movies, right? That's just not her job. But you know, of course, she takes flack because she's the leader now of Lucasfilms, right? But again, Lucasfilm, remember, it's a Disney brand now, right? So you still got that whole, you know, upper echelon of Disney execs just, you know, pulling the strings. So
yeah, start promoting this droid that we want to sell for $60
exactly.
a piece.
Yeah. You know, go in and introduce this little Babu freak that we're gonna be selling plushies of. You know, all that kind of stuff, right? Don't get me wrong, though. I kind of do like Babu freak.
yeah. No, he didn't have a bad introduction. He did not have a bad introduction. I didn't like. It's just it's clear that it was a marketing ploy. It was, but he was a likable little guy. Guy.
Yeah, but when I saw how, like, his size, right, in the movie, I was like, that's gonna be a toy right there, life size Babu freak, boom, done.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of product placement in these shows. Some people might say that we're watching 35, 42-minute commercials essentially with, you know, everything from in the Kenobi show. I think what was her name? Eva, the little droid, the little
one,
Lola, yeah. Eva's something too, isn't she?
Eva is I think that's the one from Wally.
Oh, okay.
That's where my mind is going when you say Eva, but there's probably one.
Yeah, that loader droid, the yellow one from Kenobi. I've got him on pre-order, so it worked for me. It worked for me. There's in Mandalorian season finale of episode 2, there was a couple things that I saw, and now I'm army building those guys.
Really?
Nice. Yeah. So it's these are essentially commercials that we're watching. It's, how could I put it without sounding negative? It's you're selling me bullshit, but I'm buying. Is the thing, you know. I'm here for entertainment. Exactly. This is why I watch this stuff. If I wanted seriousness, or, you know, I watch the news, watch Downtown Abbey, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. There was a lot of hate being thrown around for that Boba Fett from San Diego Comic-Con, you know, the all blacked out one. The in disguise coming out of the comic pack. And I was like, yeah, like, you know, it's a repaint. It's a straight up repaint. A lazy wanted that. I was like, yeah, I know. I want it. Yeah. So bad.
Black Chrysanthemum is another one that comes to mind, right?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. If we're talking lazy repaints. To Black Series' credit, though, outside of the clones on Boba Fett, we don't get too many lazy repaints. You know, so
Yeah.
the figures may not sell. I'm thinking of Quill and Apollo Creed are the ones that come to mind,
Yeah.
but yeah, we're getting new molds. We're getting new molds with all
We
those
are.
that stuff isn't cheap. What I would like to see is in every case you get one stormtrooper or one clone
Yes.
trooper, and
Exactly.
that would curve the demand for
Yes.
some because maybe once every 2 years that we'll get a wave that has a stormtrooper in it now, and everyone's just gimme.
Exactly.
It's impossible to try to get a number that you want.
Yeah, and I mean they've been doing it a lot with like, well, there's a new short trooper coming out again, right? For Andor, and I want to say
Yeah.
it's a Target exclusive. Dude, we've had short troopers, quite a bit now. Uh, so to my mind, is he's more of a specialty, I guess, trooper. But I'm like, why can't we have just a plain Jane stormtrooper, right? That last one they put out, the
Right.
all white,
The-
clean version.
Yeah.
That figure is, oh dude, like,
And it had
it is.
the good articulation. It had
Yes,
the good
the
articulation.
articulation on it was, dude, like that was honestly, it was like a hot toy, in a smaller scale. It was very close to that, to get the picture out there. And then they put out, I forget which the next version of Stormtrooper right after that was
Revenant.
yes, but there was one that's also exclusive. Was it the Mordor one? The one from Amazon?
the yellow. Yeah, it was that
Yeah,
same
the
body
yellow.
mold, yeah.
Which, yeah, and it looks really nice. I was like, just do that. I was like, literally, just give me a clean one, right? Again, because you will always need them for some nice scenes.
Yeah.
But every other wave, like you said, give me a red one, right? Give me the captain one. Give me the whatever. Give me the heavy one.
Pauldron. Give me someone
Exactly.
with the Pauldron. Yeah.
Yeah, and you got pauldrons. We know that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
so. So it's one of those things that, because you see on the vintage collection, right? And they started doing those army building packs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Those 4-pack. The box is simple. It's not very elaborate. You get 4 figures, 3 common and 1 sort of leader position, right? To form up like a little squad. And I'm like, dude, that's perfect, right? I love those, by the way, and they've been doing a really good job, even though they're meant to be like, how do you call it? They're not individual releases, right? But they are released in the pack.
Yeah.
But even then, and the price is not too bad. I think they're like $40. I want to say
that's not terrible. That's not a terrible price.
It's really not.
Nerdzoic, sometimes if you go on his website, he'll bundle some things up like that, so you can kind of army build it that
dude,
way.
I was this close of picking up his bundle for the ARC Trooper, the Black Series one.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can't. Like, what am I gonna do with 6? Red. ARC
Yeah. And then I mean the packaging is so clean on those that I've got 2 of them and they're still in box because I just love the way they look in the packaging.
Yes. That figure has been one of my favorite Black Series, and that one and I guess the original ARC Trooper that came out for Target last year for the one with the white packaging also with the clone helmet. That it was Obi-Wan,
Hawk.
Yes, the pilot Hawk, Obi-Wan and Anakin. That actually all those 4, chef's kiss. I love those things. Like they are nice.
Yeah. Greg Fenstead says the Christmas Troopers lazy repaints, and then he's got a question for you too.
Oh, let me see. I'm lagging a little bit.
Who is your favorite Separatist droid type?
Ooh.
And what is your favorite droid introduced since Force Awakens?
Okay, so favorite separatist droid? Is that what he said?
Yeah, favorite Separatist droid.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was in love with the droid because, like, since I saw them, like, on episode 1, right? They weren't technically separatists yet, but they felt so original to me.
Definitely.
The shape,
Definitely.
they were basically moving gun emplacements with shields. I was like, come on, like, how do you beat that, right? Then of course everybody and their mother could beat them now, but
but at the time it took a Jedi Master and his apprentice there still wasn't a book on them. How about that? There still wasn't a book on how to beat them.
Yeah, exactly. So they weren't out, in the hundreds of thousands like they were in the Clone Wars. So of course people are gonna start coming out with a countermeasures, right? But so I love those guys. I love the little spider droids, the ones that got that like long cannon up the front that looks like a beak or like a long nose type of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
I think those look funny.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, Droidicas, I would love to see them in Black Series. Same thing for a Super Battle Droid. I feel that we've been lagging on that
We had them
heavily.
way back, yeah, and that was one that the super battle droids were always something that I had been watching. Secondary markets were like really high, so I was just let me wait. But yeah, that's a slam dunk, and those you can say you give us the initial ones in 2023, right? Say we're running Hasbro, right?
Sure.
We're picking how it gets released in 2023. We get you throw them in there in a box set, or like these guys are coming, just get them individually from an Amazon or something like that, right? Buy 4, buy 9, buy whatever pleases your little heart, right? And then
Exactly.
that's 2023. In 2024, we get some with red across the chest or some kind of numerical. You still got the molds. It's still right there. Throw them out there, make them fan channel exclusives. Like an Amazon exclusive or something like that, where they're accessible, but they're not all up in your face about it. And
Exactly. I don't know if you saw the one that they just put out. I think for pre-order. I don't know if that it's out yet in stores, but the Gaming Crates collection put out the Battle Droid, right? But the paint version from Clone Commander. So like the more like grayish look with the white eyes, and like you said, they've had the mold, right? So why not just go ahead and do it?
definitely.
And so people that are putting together a specific, let's say Dio for with Delta Squad, right? Dude, those droids are gold. Like you don't have to repaint them anymore. Like you just buy, like you said, 4, 6, whatever you want. But that's why I'm like, give me a super battle droid that I can throw in there.
Unfortunately, whoever's running the logistics side of it on Hasbro is really in love with soft goods Lando. So we're gonna be seeing a lot more of him.
Oh, yeah.
We've got to do our part again. Do you have a soft goods Lando?
I do.
Yeah. So do I. We
I
did
do.
our part. We did our
Yeah,
part.
yeah. I'm like, I took one for the team. Let's keep the ball rolling.
Yeah. Would you say you have more stormtroopers or more clone troopers?
Ooh, overall, see on my 375, I have to give it to the clone troopers because that's when I was collecting heavier, right? When like I said, when episode 2 was hitting, all the way up to, of course, Revenge of the Sith, and then I started picking up some of the back catalog for the original trilogy. But once Clone Wars hit, that was it. I was like Clone Troopers, man, and of course that's what was on shelves, right?
Yeah.
Also more prominently. So in my 375, I want to say probably Clone Troopers, but in my Black Series, I think Stormtroopers are more prominent.
Yeah. Shout out to our mate from across the pond, Tanner, doing pulling an all nighter to
Whoa.
watch the Wolfpack. Shout out to Tanner last week, one of our guests, gracious enough to stay up to about 3 a.m. his time.
Dude, yeah, dude, that show was bonkers. I was
Beast.
catching it, here and there, and then I went back for the rewatch. Dude, my head's off to you for pulling that off because that is crazy.
Yeah, no, thanks to everyone that participated. I know it was hard. Local time and all that. It was fun time. I woke up by the cat. All right, sweet. All right. Well, we are on right now with our man, General Kenobi's bunker. If you haven't followed him, man, give the man a follow. Give the man a follow. He's trying to get to 500. Get that community tab going.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it, guys. If you swing by the channel, like I said, we do a lot of toy hunting. We do a lot of toy reviews, things like that. And we also go live on Wednesday. Again, the name is The High Ground. That's the name of the show. I would love to get my man here, Wolfpack, but he is just too hardworking, man, to be able to just stop for a second. So
well, you know what, man? I at work I'm kind of known as the YouTube guy now. It's weird, because they'll. I'll upload something, right? But I do the thing where they don't know because they're not content creators. But that we know that you can kind of set it to what time you want something to upload,
Sure.
right? So they're like, I'm working with you right now. It says that you just uploaded something 17 minutes ago. How is that possible?
Yeah.
Hey man, James Brown ain't got nothing on me.
Exactly. I was gonna say.
Hardest working man in showbiz.
Oh yeah, man. The dark side of the force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, how old were you, or how old were you the first time you played Knights of the Old Republic?
It's funny you say that because I missed the original release. I wasn't on that on that train yet.
Yeah.
And then I played it, God, like years after I think it came out. Yeah, it like I was very late onto that game. Like I was always on point with the like the Jedi Knight, Jedi
Yeah.
Academy, the Battlefronts, all of those I was in like as soon as they would come out. But for some reason, Knights of the Republic, I was kind of like, I'll get around to it, right?
It was different. They had never
Yes.
given it to us in an RPG form.
Exactly.
And then age wise, it probably hit you at an age where you were like, no, that's not the type of thing I want to play. I want to play a shooter. I want to play
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Yeah. For sure. And I was starting to get into the Call of Duties and all that stuff, which is a lot more fast paced, like
Yeah.
you said. And
Halo,
so
I
it
think, was
kinda
around
like,
the time.
Yeah.
GTA was a thing too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was kind of hard to get screen time.
Oh yeah,
time
definitely.
But yeah,
And
it's
then, but I mean, story wise, I mean, my hats off to those games. Like they've influenced a lot of stuff. Even to this day.
yeah.
They're still very relevant, I think. So.
Yeah, Jedi Academy is another one that Greg Fanstan pointed out. Wolfmother,
Yes.
the super producer, my super producer, not the super producer, but is asking for a pose. She's gonna repost this on, or she's gonna tag us on Instagram. So if you could give us a pose real quick, Kenobi. I'm gonna use the prop.
Snap. Sure.
There you go. Cheers, Wolfmother. Hope that works. There you go. Thank you. All right, live, taking a story pick.
There you go. Hey.
Tune up on where you at? Follow us right there on the IG if you want to check that one out. Yeah. For me, I think I was. When did that hit? I think it hit somewhere around like 2000, 2001, maybe 2002.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but.
That's about right.
Yeah, I remember renting it from Blockbuster. That's
Nice.
how far back this was. And video games, they let you keep it for 5 days on a rental, and then you can go for like 99 cents. You can keep it for like another 2 days. So after the 5th day, I went in there. I was like, I slammed $1 down. I was like, keep your dollar, keep your dollar.
Exactly.
I'm gonna play this game because even a late fee was only like $3. So
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a game that I actually couldn't put down right now. When you were saying the dark side of the force, I remember my initial run. I was like, oh, I'm going light side. I'm doing everything. I'm gonna be so pure. I'm gonna be the lightest of the lights. And the game was fun. Don't get me wrong. It was very fun on the initial run. But the second time around, I was like, I'm gonna be bad. I'm gonna just.
Oh yeah.
Anyone's got an issue with me? Come meet my lightsaber.
Yeah.
Just cut them down.
Exactly.
And there was hacks too, where you can do a like one of the bionic inputs was that your character constantly healed. Plus, you mixed it with a bunch of other stuff, so you would get into a battle and you would like gain like 7 points after every strike. It was a pretty sweet little hack if you were able to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you were able to work it.
I remember when I discovered some of those hacks for I think it was Jedi Academy, might have been Jedi Knight, Outcast, but when you could basically like spawn the NPCs. So if I was having a hard time, I would spawn like Luke Skywalker like beside me, and he was so OP'd, like it wasn't even funny, dude. Like he would just like decimate anybody like out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was kind of crazy. I remember having fun with that.
The original Battlefronts 2 on what was that, Xbox and PS2, it had the one arena where you were in Tatooine and you can spawn all heroes. That was such a cool game. That map alone, you could I know a bunch of people started getting live because of that map, because of that arena. Like there were people that at the time still didn't do live stream gaming or whatever, and
Right.
that game made them want to jump on it.
Dude, those two games are they're still some of my favorite,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
just video games out there. And I mean, I was, of course, you know, I was saddened probably like most of us when 3 didn't happen, and then you know, sort of like the EA age came about, 1 and 2 happened, you know, and we know that what happened with those. And then they're like, yeah, there probably won't be a 3. I'm like, dude, this series is just cursed. Like, not to have a 3rd installment. Like, what is going on?
Well, I mean, they're working on it now, right? They're supposed to be in the works for 3.
So that's where I was. But the last thing I read, and it's been a little while since I've gone back and checked, is that they were stalling again. So I don't know if you know when it's gonna come out. I'm hoping soon because I need a new one.
Yeah,
for
right?
sure.
All right, nice. Let me see. Just double checking some stuff. All right, man. Well, how much more time you got, or how much can you give? I know you're not at home. You're
Yeah,
mobile.
yeah. Like I said, yeah. You know, I'm a little bit mobile. Sorry about all the technical difficulties. You know,
all
added
good.
to that.
Oh, good.
But dude, I had to be here. Like I said, I couldn't pass this up.
Hey,
I got
the technical difficulties would have happened anyways. Whether
right. So it goes like that. But yeah, I think I got about another like 15 more minutes, man. So
okay,
what's up?
all good. Yeah, no, just don't. I don't want to keep you. I've had people on before, and they're like, I gotta go. It's my T-Rex is calling me.
Yeah, right. No, I hear you, but yeah, dude. I mean, like I said, honestly, I could just go on for hours. But
Yeah, for real.
we're having a little cookout right now, and yeah, I think it's
Oh,
starting
okay,
time
gotcha. What's been tapping at your wallet lately? What are your most recent pickups?
Okay, so I wanted to bring this up because that I don't know if you've seen it. I think it's about the last thing that I posted on mine, but the Ralph McQuarrie Black Series 2-pack. That thing is nice. I posted a picture, I think, on my Instagram also.
Is it this one here?
Yes, dude,
Nice.
that thing.
Nice. So
that thing is
that's based off concept of what
that's correct.
They thought was what Obi-Wan was going to look like, right? Or a different actor or something like that, right?
Right. So that's all the way from they were, you know, still putting the storyline together. You know, the McQuarrie, Ralph McQuarrie, you know, drawings. And so that's when, you know, it was like Luke Starkiller and all that stuff, right? I like this set a lot. I think they did a good job. Finally, we got some new molds, or at least, you know, new to the Black Series. And so I think for sure there's going to be more. I mean, but I don't particularly mind with the concepts because, you know, it just makes sense on some of them, to be honest. Back in the 30th anniversary collection, you know, for $375, the one that came with the coins, they had a little, I guess, like sub line, and they were all like this. They were all the concept series, and some of those figures were pretty, like, very, very well done.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for a Boba. You know, same thing. Even though we're getting the white armor again, by the way.
Yeah. Well, you know what came from this concept and turned into something original, sorta, is Zeb. That the original concept for Chewbacca was
Chewbacca, exactly,
very similar to what we have with Zeb. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And so that figure, the concept one, that's on the 30th anniversary line, and yeah, it's pretty much Zeb, right? I mean, that's pretty much what it is. But honestly, I feel like I'm kind of at a crossroads here. I had been enjoying Black Series quite a bit, all right, just because we kind of seem to be getting the new characters and, you know, almost in line with what the shows were doing, right? So, you know, Bad Batch comes out, and just before we get at least one or two of you know, Clone Batch 99. And things like that, whereas the vintage collection has been sort of, you know, lagging in that aspect, right? But now with the so okay, let me preface all of this with saying that I'm mostly an inbox collector, right? But now with the new, you know, windowless, you can't see the figure, I'm like, honestly, like, what's the point, right? Like, why would I keep something in a box and I don't even, yeah, there you go. Yep. I just saw that Ironheart a couple of days back. But
That's actually not even for me. It's for my nephew for Christmas. But me being a dad, I want to get it early so that I know it's for
oh,
sure.
sure.
I'm gonna have to open this and check it and make sure that everything is legit. Not so much that it's missing pieces, but the paint apps are
No,
right.
exactly. That's what was gonna be my next
And,
comment.
and,
So
and I need to do it now because I got
yes,
it yesterday, and yesterday there was 3 left. So if I wait till December,
there you go. Exactly, and that's kind of my point, right? So Black Series now, my policy is I probably won't be picking up anything that I'm not willing to open like on the spot. That I'm not willing to um well, I'm always willing to display them, right? That's not the issue. The issue is I have sort of like of course, like most of us, limited space, right, to what you display. So you try to keep it to a theme or a character or something like that, right? And so I've been trying to be good with like Boba Fett, like just I have like a section just for Boba, right? Another one just for Mandalorians in general, things like that. But now I'm like, well, I really like this figure, but maybe it doesn't really jive with what I got already put up. So do I really want to get it or not? It's just kind of like an added layer of me thinking or me filtering which figures I'm gonna get now because I have to open them. Like I said, I don't want to keep them in box. I can't even see them, so I can't enjoy them. And then all of a sudden, I get a missing eye or an eye on the cheek or something like that, right? Like which has happened, by the way. Like
well, I
I'm
mean,
not,
when packaging had windows, it was hard to get your Black Series figures, anyways. It's the time of going to a store and there's 5 to 9 different packet or different boxes of the same figure are gone. You know,
yes,
so especially with Black Series,
yes,
they're on the pegs for a day, and if you didn't get it then, it's one of those things like, oh man, Cindy Crawford was over here, she was
yeah,
kissing everybody, and you should have been there, bro. It was great.
exactly. Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned that because we were talking about it on my stream. I found actually scratched that my kid, my 5-year-old, found the Mandalorian with the spider and the Grogu.
Yeah,
The one for Target.
yeah.
Only one in the store, and he found it on like a random shelf that he was checking out, not even in the action figure aisle, right? And so I was like, like I was kind of on the fence on it, but I was like, my kid was so excited, look what I found, and like, do you have it? And I was like, no, I don't have him. So I ended up picking it up. Is what I'm trying to say. I bought it, but dude, $38, right? When everything was said and done, I was like,
For an ice spider. For an ice spider.
Exactly, for an ice spider. Like it's nice and all, but
Mail call. Thank you.
snap!
Live. Who's this
There you
from,
go.
or what's any context behind this?
Amazon.
Okay. All right. I think he wants it open now. But yeah, no, I've seen it a couple times, and I can't pull the trigger because it's more so for like the people that missed out on the original.
Yes. No, I agree completely. And so the chat was blowing me up for saying like, dude, you should just wait for that to hit clearance and stuff. I was like, what you don't realize is that down here, these are gone already. These will never hit clearance. I know people are gonna find them for like $5, right? Eventually, but that just doesn't happen down here. Like I keep seeing, other hunters out there like hitting like awesome clearance deals, and I'm like, dude, I got, my Landos are not on clearance. Even the Eternals wave were not on clearance for the longest time after they were long gone with everybody else. So I'm like, that's just a thing, and with a sort of popular figure like this or sort of popular character, I know that I will never see it clearance. It's just not gonna happen. It of course there's the outlier, chance that a miracle happens, but honestly, like in my experience at least, it's very hard for those type of figures to make it down.
Yeah, what state are you in? Because now I'm curious. Now I'm curious about that.
I'm in Texas.
Okay.
Normally I'm in San Antonio, Texas. Yeah.
Okay. So San Antonio is what, like northeast?
Yeah,
Northeast Texas?
it's about, I would say it's about center Texas.
Center.
Now.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's about so right now I'm actually down in McAllen, Texas, which is right at the border. Like we're literally like
12 miles from Mexico.
Oh, got you, right?
Yeah.
So good tacos in your area.
Oh, some of the best, man. Some
Yeah.
of the best. So you'll let me know when you come through
Yeah,
here.
no, for real. Same, likewise. So in said Amazon box,
Ooh.
take a close look.
Oh, snap.
If you're an '80s baby, you already know that. Just like Star Wars, there was a time when this guy wasn't spoken of at all again.
Exactly.
And then Universal Studios went and made a ride of him. Did you ever get to go on that ride, on the ET ride?
No.
It was pretty cool.
No, I missed that.
It was pretty cool. It was like they sit you in a bike, and then you kind of pedal. You kind of pedal and you travel. Think of like the Peter Pan ride at Disneyland.
Gotcha.
Something similar to that. But yeah,
Nice.
that's the Wolf Mother and Mischievous Unicorn. They're getting me in debt with Funko Pops. The Funko Pop just they're like, bro, you're gonna buy this. They kind of do me like Debo, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, so I wanted to just hear real quick, man. What have you been feeling on Andor? What's your overall take? I know we're at the halfway point, right? Kind of of this season, right?
Yeah.
We're sort of at the ending maybe of the second arc, right? With episode 6. So you know how is it faring for you?
Okay, so I went in. I like that they gave us the 3 episodes, because the first let's say the first 2 episodes were kind of origin story almost. You know, you kind of had to get to know the character, which for the most part in Star Wars movies that was a criticism on them, is that they drop these people on and you're supposed to automatically love them for 90 minutes, and then care about their story arc and stuff like that. With this one, they like we had said, it's a slow burn. They reintroduced you to somebody that you knew from Rogue One, that you knew made the ultimate sacrifice in Rogue One. But now you're learning his backstory. You're learning other characters that he's interacted with. You know, he's a player. They kind of hinted at that. You know, it's like, yeah, he's got this super hot chick over here, but he's gonna go mess around with this Val chick, and you know, who knows,
right?
who knows who else he'll run into and stuff like that. What I'm really enjoying right now is that we've still got a ton of episodes more to go. We're not done. This last thing was maybe like a 3 episode arc, maybe a little bit more with the backstory, maybe 4 episodes that they were building up to this one. But man, it was a really good payoff. It was a really good payoff. Yeah. I don't want to get in too much of the spoilers, I guess. Guys, give me fire emojis if you guys are caught up with Andor, and yeah, I don't want to spoil too much, but the waiting for the meteor shower, the once every 3 years was beautiful, because it like, again, from not a let me turn on my lightsaber, let me move stuff with my hands aspect. They're giving you the shock and awe. The shock and awe was every so often you hear the sonic boom and the flare through the sky. So yeah, that was cool. At the moment when they're trying to take off and they're just like shooting, I was like, how can you improve on the scene where Leia's like, you're not gonna fly into an asteroid field, right? That's like, how can you improve on that? It's like, well, let's fly through a meteor shower. That's impossible, but in a possible world, something like that.
No, yeah, and you know what scene I found myself loving, or coming to rewatch again, when the TIE pilots jump into their TIE fighters. Yeah, I was like, dude, this is gorgeous. I can't really pinpoint why, but I love that scene. I was like, whoa, like, I don't know what it is, but I freaking love it. Similar to like a
McBay, not a Michael Bay movie. McBay. I don't know where I'm getting McBay from. Similar to a Michael Bay movie where he shows you the tactical side of everything. Even going as far back as like Top Gun. Top Gun. Tactically, I think still holds up today. The Rock was another one that holds up really well. When they show you just the little nuances, like when the pilots were running on that catwalk, I'm like, oh snaps, is this somebody? Yes. Is this gonna be somebody? Are we supposed to learn who this guy is? So I was really locked in on that. And then when they got blown up by the meteors or by the asteroids, I was like, all right. But no, it definitely had some feels. That scene right there definitely had some feels.
And then just some of the stuff when when the pilgrims are sort of walking, and the Empire has like gun emplacements, on turrets, like on the highway or on the road. I was like, dude, I'm getting like World War II, like German, pillbox like vibes, like with this, like, which is of course it makes sense, but I'm saying like visually, right? A lot of gray, a lot of black, with the concrete, and the battle emplacements and all of that. Like, I was like, dude, I am loving this, and I'm not even entirely sure why.
Yeah, no, I mean, like the one thing I could say is maybe the pacing. Maybe pacing. I had we actually had 2 episodes back to back, so I was able to watch episode 6 and episode 5 within a day of each other. But at the end of episode 5, I was like, oh my god, I want to see more. I was like, oh wait, tomorrow night we get the new one, so we're good.
There you go.
We're good.
Yeah. I was telling, I forget who I was talking to, and I was saying, I think it was a good decision to release all 3 episodes, because if I would have gotten 1 and 2, like we were meant to, back in August, I would have been like, oof, like this is, I don't know where they're going with this. It's kind of rough. Like, I gotta wait for this. Like, there would have been a lot more doubting.
Yeah.
But luckily we got to see the whole thing. I guess the arc. But yeah, I don't know if that was part of the reason why delayed. Like, like if that was sort of premeditated. But I think it was the right move if it was. But yeah, I, like you said, I mean, I don't know if you're watching the rest of the main fandom, TV shows like House of Dragon and Rings of Power.
I think I'm waiting for Rings of Power to be completely done, and then I'll watch it. But yeah, I'm week to week. The Wolf Mother and I, we were talking about Game of Thrones or House of Dragons is well, I mean, with Game of Thrones too, we watch it Sunday night, and then you have all of 6 3/4 of a day of a week until the next one. So it sucks because it's just like, oh my god, so much time until the next one. But I mean, Game of Thrones and House of Dragon is just so good that you want to watch it that night, possibly with the little,
I hear you.
Yeah, to each their own. To each their own. But
yeah. But to your point, it's like, okay, those are wrapping up, right, for this season. But we're halfway into Andor. Like, we still have so much stuff for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So I love that. Like, that has me excited for sure. The other one is gonna be, Tales of the Jedi. Even though it's gonna be short format, the stories that they're gonna cover, it's gonna be super fun, I think.
Yeah, nice. Got a sub. Shout out to Gabriel working the night shift. What it do? And then Greg said Rings of Power are Rings of Power are just wrapped up. So I'll probably start watching it, and then like a week and a half from now, I'll be like, bro, this thing called Rings of Power is so dope. You should watch it.
Yes, sir, man. I watched it yesterday because that one I had to watch the season finale, and it did not disappoint. I thoroughly enjoy it. So you let me know once you catch up.
Where would you put it on the barometer? Would say this is the originals and this is the no, we'll go the other way. These are the originals and these are the prequels. Where would you put it? I know it's supposed to happen before the
prequels. Yeah. Dude, I think I put it just below the originals, man. Like this is good stuff. Like, I've been enjoying it quite a bit. Okay. And yes, maybe it's the time period that they're using, but they've been showing us stuff that was only like talked about, in all those movies, like like legends here and this one awesome place over there. But this show is like boom, like first episode is like boom, here's that place, like look at it, like and they're doing, like visually exactly, and visually, man, like it is gorgeous, like it is so nice.
Sweet. All right, man. Sweet. So yeah, I know. I mean, we're still behind. We're still trying to make time to watch Dahmer. Dahmer was like 2-3 weeks ago. People were talking about that. It's funny how people how fast the mainstream media moves. Like, once you start seeing memes of it, it's like you're already too late. you're already too late to start watching the show.
Dude, seriously. I mean, yeah, that's the only bad thing, right? That, I mean, we want more immediately and we want it all. And then when it's over, we're like, okay, why can't I have some more already? Like, I'm like, it's just one of those things. But luckily, we're in a good spot for Star Wars. We got plenty of stuff coming down the chute. So I think we're sitting pretty for a while at least.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
But yeah. But all right, brother. I think I am going to have to head out. I hear the barbecue is just about done, so I
All
don't
right,
want to
man.
miss
Yeah,
that.
no. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Go enjoy some family time. Appreciate you spending
Appreciate
time.
you.
Yeah, we'll try to get you back at least one more time before this whole thing is over for us, and we'll do a recap of and or
Anytime, man.
just
Like I said.
yeah. All right,
Yeah,
sweet.
dude. Anytime. I can't thank you enough. This was super fun. I mean, it's like I said. I've been a fan for a while, and all I can say is thank you. Okay, thank you so much for having me. This was awesome, and again, hopefully, if I am graced enough to come back, I'll have my actual setup, and this can go a little bit smoother.
All good.
But I just wanted to say again, thank you. Thanks everybody in the chat. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I missed some of the comments. Like I said, I'm working off of a weird little setup here. But I'm sorry if you asked the question or if you made a comment and I didn't respond to it. That was not on purpose by no means. So thank you to those. I saw a couple that you sub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's gonna help me out so much because again, I'm pushing for that 500 mark to get that community tab. So thanks again.
Nice. Yep. All right, man. Well, like I said, man. And anytime you're always welcome. You good peoples, man. The enthusiasm shows in you in
Oh,
your
appreciate
your
that.
videos and your lives. It's just it's hard to fake it. It's hard to fake it. So
Gotcha. Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I love this stuff. I mean, I could talk about this stuff for hours and hours. So, somebody falls through, you call me. All right.
all right, all good, man. All right, brother. We will see you on the next one.
All right, guys. Y'all take care,
Yep.
and I'll catch you on the next one.
Deuces.
Peace out.
All right, that was General Kenobi's bunker. General Kenobi's bunker, guys, coming in talking a little Star Wars, talking a little War of the Stars. If you guys aren't following him already, give him a follow on the IG too. Making his way, just a YouTuber trying to make his way through the galaxy. Nothing to see here. These are not the droids you're looking for. How many other quotes can I give? All right, guys, we still got some stuff to open up. We got mystery box. I do not know what's in here. The Wolf Mother said it's a gift for me that she bought when she was friends with me. Hightailing that she is not friends with me. Can I get Mischievous Unicorn in here? I need a bathroom break. I'd like to make a tinky winky. I'm gonna be opening up these guys. We got when you forget to cancel your pre-orders. Hasbro Pulse. Everyone on the UK side of everyone on that side of the pond is getting good stuff from Hasbro Pulse. What am I getting? I'm getting stuff that I pre-ordered like 8 months ago. Let me see. Who's a guy? Who's a guy? Here's a guy. If you guys know a little something about that, I'll be right back.
What's up, Wolfpackers? So, yeah, Galactus is coming. He hasn't arrived in the mail yet, but soon he will. And after that, Wolf Doggy Dog's probably gonna make a big video about it, just like the Sentinel. Yeah. I can't wait for Galactus to come out, or, as the tags say, Galactus.
350 for that purchase, and you had to do it about a year ago. What do you think? Worth it or pass for you?
I don't think 350 is worth it. I feel like about, I don't know, maybe 150 for it. Greg Fenstad, the only herald for Galactus that we have. Oh wait, I read that wrong. Greg says, Mischievous, do you have a herald coming with Galactus that you like the most? Greg, I think that it's just Silver Surfer. Because that's pretty much the only herald of Galactus that I know. Oh wow, really? The Sentinel was 350? Oh, never knew that. Yeah, anyways, it should still just be around 150 or somewhere around that range.
So secondary markets right now here in the States are anywhere between $700 to $1,100 for said Galactus. What do you think of that? If you had $350 a year ago, would you have bought it and tried to flip it, or would you keep it for yourself?
I'd keep it for myself and just save it. Although I have bad saving money problems. Greg says, Mischievous, we need to get you the 90s surfer books to read.
Silver Surfer?
Because he asked me which one of the heralds is my favorite in the set.
And what did you say? You don't know?
I said Silver Surfer.
Alright, you want to go for a little more, or you got it already?
You can take it from here.
Alright. Mischievous said we can take it from here. Get caught up in the chat, but yeah, Danny Boy himself, Dan Who, was locking him down. I think Cloud Fox in the Legends and Liquor chat said that on the 21st of this month, stateside, we could start expecting shipping. Is that shipping? Not invoices, but they're gonna start shipping soon, guys. So yeah, if you were fortunate enough to lock this guy down, and I know with the Sentinel, they just dropped it on my doorstep. No signature, no, hey, look at this expensive box. Can someone sign for it or something? No, they just don't. So yeah, be aware, be on the lookout. I think, I mean, yeah, you'd get your money refunded, but I didn't want the money in the first place. That's why I gave it to Hasbro. The Destroyer Thor 2-pack. So because this guy is on the way, I finally pulled the trigger on this guy. I kept kind of stuttering. I was like, I don't. But now that he's landing, he's landing in UK shores first. In UK shores first, yeah. I cracked one open too, guys. Cheers. We are an hour and a half into the replay crew. But yeah, drink them if you got them. The wife said I couldn't have a beer until I finished my coffee. So yeah, 6:45 at night, I'm done with my coffee. I'm gonna be up. Probably start watching Rings of Power, a lot of different stuff. But man, I'm excited. Can't wait. Look at Dan. Look at Dan. That's the yeah, mother monkey pitas. Yeah, monkey pitas. I got it. Good figure. Yeah, it's unique. It's unique and kind of different. It's comic book based, so I didn't know too much about it. And then I had said that I was gonna go out of the figures here. I had said that I wanted U.S. Agent and I wanted the Maria Hill. U.S. Agent does in hand does not look that great to me. He doesn't even come with a gun or a trigger hand. So I'm just like, come on, man. So yeah, I'm for right now, I'm just gonna get this guy because he goes so well with this guy. So no brainer. Put these two guys together. What else do we have? From the good folks at Hasbro.com. Where'd my knife go? Where'd my knife go? I didn't like the Donny Kid store run. I had a knife. One, two. To go with the 3 that I found in the wild, that puts me at 5. What's up, Damien? What's going on? Shout out to Damien, throwing in the questions from the Legends of Liquor crew. Says he's asking about Fing Fang Foom. What do we think? What do we think? I mean, that would probably be everyone's next pick. I know giant size Ant-Man is another one that people are kind of wanting just a little bit. Bam! There goes 4 of them. I'll be right back. To go with these 3. So yeah, I'm a little heavy. I'm a little heavy on Dark Troopers at the moment. Holla at your boy. Oh, wait, there you go. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. I can't even sit down. There's so many Dark Troopers taking up all the seats. Apologies. All right, where we at? Dark Troopers just make me think Cyclone. But yeah, no. Damien was talking about Fing Fang Foom. I could see it. I could see it coming in something like this, but I could also see it being like a one-off, almost. If nothing else, with the Mojo box set, it showed us that we can get something at an in-between price, not the full price of, like, say, the MODOK, which was what, 40, and not the full price of a Galactus or a $200 thing from Hasbro, right? We can find a middle. If nothing else from that box set, say what you want about how the Mojo looks, or how the Longshot or Dazzler look, right? Or even the little Wolverine. Say what you want about that, but if nothing else, it shows us that at a good price point, at a lower price point, we could still get some bang for our buck. So I could see Fing Fang Foom being somewhere in there. Maybe not 350, maybe 200. Come on, Hasbro, do me a solid. Maybe 150 for Fing Fang Foom. I could see it being done in something like that. Yeah, no, I did get him on sale. That's why I had to pull the trigger. It was like perfect. That stuff lined up. He was on sale. The news from the UK that Galactus is landing. I was like, do it. What's his name was even cheaper. US Agent was even cheaper. It was like 17, but I was like, I'm not gonna. There's nothing I can use him for. He won't fit a dial. He's not gonna make the shelf. He's gonna go in a bin. So why would I do that? Why would I just buy a figure just to lock it up? You know. What size would you expect? No, I think it would be bigger than 12 inches. Fing Fang Foom would have to be bigger than 12 inches. Let's see. Here we're looking at over down here we see Wee Man, Hellfire Hank, right? I would have to say if Fing Fang Foom doesn't come to at least Dan's chest in height, we gotta go longer than 12. 250 Fing Fang Foom. Yeah, I can see that. I can see 250. You know, wings. The cost of plastic for wings. as long as it's not like a tier, kind of like if we get this many and we do this much and that much, we're kind of, I don't know. People are a little tier fatigued right now. Tier fatigue is a real thing, guys. Tier fatigue is a real thing. We are going backwards right now. We need to be going forwards. But yeah, tier fatigue is a real thing. So if we could just get away from the tier for just a little bit, I think Black Series might have had it right with the lightsaber. If everyone was complaining that there was no tiers, but how can you put a tier on a lightsaber? You know, so people complain when there's a tier. People complain when there's no tier. So you're not gonna please everybody. You're not gonna please everybody, but I would say 250 is reasonable for Fing Fang Foom. We will see. Fingers crossed. Dark Trooper giveaways for episode 100. I mean, I'm loaded. I myself had said that I was good with 4. 4 would put me at a safe spot. So I do have 3 to play with. That being said, these are kind of expensive, bro. These are like, how much did I had to cash the wife out for 2 of these. We actually traded. You know how I'm always talking about doing about how I'm always talking about doing trades with people. I traded the Elvira box set for 2. It was an XL size. I traded her that box set for 2 of these. So who got the better of the deal? She got the Elvira box set from NECA, and I got these 2. Is that a push? Is that even? Did she come out the winner? Did I come out the winner? Really dope detail all the way on the inside. I need to open these up. I need to open them up and do reels or something like that. The ankles are loose on 4 of his. Can't even see them. They hide it. They knew the problem. They're like, nah, don't even show them ankles. You ain't gonna be playing with the ankles. Look at this figure, kid. Look at this figure. This figure's awesome. You ain't gonna play with the ankles. All right, so that's what's in those 4. I don't know what's in this Entertainment Earth one. She just said it's when we were friends. That could have been at any time. Shout out to the Wolf Mother. Shout out to the Wolf Mother for a secret Tupac pop. Not too long ago, she got me. That was weird. Like, what if someone just tuned in out of nowhere? Was just like, what is up with this dude? Does he normally do this? Is that his normal thing? He wears a Boba Fett helmet the whole stream, huh? Interesting. Subscribe. Right? Weird. Couple months back, Wolf Mother got me the Vito Corleone pop like this. It's actually just sitting in the other room. Pretty dope. I'd never seen this before. Cue the music. Cue the Wolfpack music. With sound, please. But yeah, shout out to the Wolf Mother for that one. Appreciate her. What's up, Chino? What's up? Really loose ankles on that one. You know what? That would be dope. I could give this like 49er colors. I could give it 49er colors and just. I wouldn't say anything. I just sit like this. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even need to say a whole lot. You just freaking be a whatchamacallit, be on your thing. But yeah, pretty dope. I need to I'm gonna do some cosplaying with the wife later. I'll be Boba Fett. She'll just be some chick. Cheers to you boys on a Saturday night. All right. Another one I found on the cheap. I don't want to tell you how cheap, but I found this one for less than 20. Less than 20. I need to open this one up and make sure everything's legit. Odds are it's legit. I think I'm 6 for 6 on the new windowless packaging. I haven't gotten a bad one yet, but I don't want my nephew getting that for Christmas, and that'll be the time. That'll be the time. So yeah, one more time before we switch off to that subject, off of that subject. By the 21st, the states we should be getting a little bit of this kind of touching down. I'm gonna be very patient by my doorstep. Just waiting. I don't care if they want me at work. Nope. I'm gonna be waiting for Galactus, because I'm not gonna spend $700 if that thing gets stolen. Yeah, God, imagine being porch pirated off this one, and I can't even, not knock on wood, man. Mine isn't even in hand yet. But could you imagine this being porch pirated off you? It's like you're never gonna get this back. You'll never get that back again. Yeah, let me. I got my tripod out. Let's open some stuff up, man. Can we do this in 15 minutes? Get out of here at a round off a solid 2 hours. Oh no, don't tell. Oh snaps, I ended the meeting. That's why. Derp. I'm like, where's my Zoom? Oh, you stay there. Excuse me guys, I gotta handle some technical side of it. This wouldn't be the Wolfpack Tour review if we didn't have one of these technical issues per episode. It just wouldn't be us, guys. It just wouldn't be us. Omar V in the building. What's up? What's up, guys? All right, waiting on Zoom. We'll get this stuff opened up and take a look. Will I be 7 for 7? Will I be 8 for 8? Let's blind box it and find out. Shout out to Dan Yoon and Ryan Ting and all those guys probably secretly watching, bro. I'm not bad mouthing the brand. I swear I'm not. I'm a team player. I'm a team player. Please give me Werewolf by Night. Please give me Werewolf by Night. I'll say anything to appease the masses. All right, let's get Zoom up and running. Move some stuff out the way and let's review some figs. What do you guys say? All right, what do you guys want to see first? Bam, 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 or bam. 4 options tonight. 4 options. Kevin's calling now. Oh my God, yeah. All right, so let me know how you guys thought. I thought it was kind of a cheap way out for them to kind of go that route. I like where they were going. It just, I don't know. It lacked a little bit. It lacked a little bit by, just fourth wall break. I like that. It was. Let me know how you guys felt about that She-Hulk finale. And then I will get. I'm fumbling and I'm stumbling. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to open up. The Herald, Black Panther. All right, we have got. Let me see. What's going on, Fig Fiend? What's going on? What it do? Dark Trooper, Fig Fiend. Let me know what you want opened up. We got this guy, this girl, these guys, or they them. Because yeah, they don't associate that way. They're they thems. They don't have. All right, so it's looking like Dark Trooper. Everyone wants a Dark Trooper. Looks like. I expected more from that finale, says Black Chrysanthemum. All right, Dark Trooper, you're up first. We've got 4 of you guys to. 4 we're keeping. 3 will be eliminated. It was different. Overall, a good watch. Yeah, I mean they went somewhere else. Part of the thing was like when we were talking with Kenobi about Andor, how they didn't want Andor to be just a guest star show, like, oh, this guy's guest star in here, that we got this character, that character. I felt like initially for the show to get off the ground, they needed Bruce Banner there. Like Bruce Banner being Jen's cousin and all that gave her cred, gave Marvel fans a reason to want to stick around for, what was it, six episodes. So yeah, in episodes when he wasn't there, we had Wong. We had, just some kind of callback to the MCU. So it was clear that Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk, couldn't carry the show on her own. The CGI was a little wonky, especially in this last episode when she was walking through the trying to get up the stairs to the court. It looked very, like, I don't know, like bad, like very. The CGI was not great. The CGI was not great on it. Quit texting me, man. I'm recording, or I'm using this camera now. All right. Anyways, opening her up. Smells good. Smells good. Blast effect looks similar to that of Tony Stark. There's a ball peg in there. You get 2 of those. Comes with 1 fisting hand. Comes with the second fisting hand. Comes with the second blast effect. Now I know what you're gonna say for the price point. This should have come with a flight stand, being as it is a character that has flight capabilities. Oh my gosh. All right, are we back? Cool. There's the gauge. I like how he's got almost chest plate, chest pads. That's kind of cool. It's different. So this part could be removable. I'm not saying remove it, but that's how you kind of get around the inner workings of it. Pretty cool. Soft pliable rubber on this belt. Let's take a look at just the overall look on it. Lacking in paint. Should have got a little more paint detail in there, I think. Make it a little more colorful. They added paint to the inner workings in here in the midsection. Solid black. Similar to Marvel Legends. Yeah, they're a little loose. Can you stand? Can you... Single joint at the knee. No thigh cut. We get a swivel right in here. Single joint in the arms. I like how it looks like the joints are made so everything's like kind of mechanical. Kind of it goes the way it's supposed to go. Comes with one trigger hand. Looks very blood. Very opening scene of colors, if you know what I'm talking about. Name the actor. Name said actor from movie Colors that says the line "A blood," and then you will get. What do we got? I've got stickers up here. I got some Super 7 stickers I haven't given away. Anyone that can name that, name the actor that said that line in the movie Colors. What's up, Wolfpack? What's good, Valley? What's good? Cheers. So I'm liking him. The fact that I've got four more, or four in total, is a plus for me. One more time before I forget, guys. If you are following us up here on the IG, I like to put the in the stories when we're streaming, right? But the reason we're going on, originally I planned going on at 2:00. We had a football game. My nephews are the starting O-line for the Deanza Dons. So yeah, we went to check out their football game today. Shout out to my nephew Vic. My nephew Vic is a straight player. Oh, we need sound. Yeah, pretty dope. Check it out on the IG if you haven't already. Pretty fun moment. Pretty fun moment. He winged that. He winged all of that. Yep. All right. Let's see. Up next, let's go with the Herald. God, this room's a mess already. see if we can't run through this real quick. Yeah, it does look like the Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, you're right. You're right. They might have channeled a little something. They were white, but yeah, those were dope from Battlestar Galactica. You know who else I'm thinking of? The droids in Buck Rogers, the old, the way backs. All right, this guy I was pretty. You know what, man? The last of the window or the window packaging. You almost want to save it for. Think about the good old days before the dark days. But when you want to be a little bugger, I'm gonna just have to rip through you, bro. That's what's gonna happen with the new packaging. All right, right off top, we get the Thunder, similar to like Magneto, Storm. What was that? Stormbreaker, I think, comes with something similar to that. Let's check out Mjolnir. Translucent. I like it. Got the crows. I think we were talking about this last episode. How many animals we have in Marvel Legends form? And then G.I. Joe's probably got them beat. They've got more, but Marvel Legends is up there. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Unfortunately, I think this is as far as I'm gonna go with the comptroller. Comptrollers from The Simpsons. Sorry, I'm thinking of an episode of The Simpsons. It's a cool looking head. I think I'll use it as like a Thanos, something Thanos or something Apocalypse. Cool looking head. I'm just not. I'm not all in on the rest of the wave. Yeah, no, I'll leave it at that. I think I'm gonna just. I'll skip the wave. Come with a couple fisted hands. Good cape. I like the cape. Rigid, two-toned. I like the hair. I've been DMing with Greg Fenstad in the weeks prior to this, trying to find good heads that fit with this body mold. I think Greg said, pretty sure it was the Love and Thunder head. Fits pretty good on this mold. When this was announced many months ago, this was probably the figure that I was the most excited about from the line. It was a different looking Thor that I didn't know him in the comic line, in this comic line. So for me it was a breath of fresh air, and I remember saying it's probably going to be Thor that I pick up, only Thor. And here we are, something like 7-8 months later, I'm picking up only Thor. I'm not mad at it. It's I don't completely hate that line. The rest of the figures in the line, it's just we're getting a little pricey, so I'm gonna have to pick and choose who I want, and he's a want. He was top pick on my wants for this wave. Solid. I like the face. I like the hair. Very. God, this is like Targaryen right now too. House of Dragons. Yeah, you could definitely cosplay this guy. Pick up a couple more of these heads. Play around with platinum blonde hair, armor. Yeah, this could definitely swap over to Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. Is anyone else calling it Game of Thrones? Pick this guy up. I saw it. I was like, why not? What's the worst that happens? And we have got little dog guys. All right. Cool. Got the little. Remember that thing? And then it. All right. So you get a little play set, little play structure. Those few dollars add up quick. Yeah, that's true. That is true. $27.99 here, $27.99 there. Next thing you know, you're 160, 175 down the hole for a whole wave. So yeah, pick and choose, guys. No one says you have to. Unless Dan Yoon or Ryan Ting are watching, then I'm saying, yeah, man, pick up the whole wave. It's great. It's great. Just remember, Werewolf by Night. Your boy might get it. No, I'm playing. Let me see where we at. Here? So yeah, I'm happy with this purchase. No buyer's remorse. I'm happy with the 4 of these. So I do have 3 to move around. Holler at me in the DMs right up in here. Look at you, Wolf. Look at how savvy Wolfpack is. Right up in there. Holler at your boy if you are in the market for one of these. See if we can't work something out. Give me 2 shakes of a stick. I'll be right back. I think we're going to wrap this one up in just a little bit, guys. All right, now we're coming to the one that's not even for me, and I'm just now we gotta start questioning everything we buy from here on out. I was just excited to find the figure, which is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get excited. I didn't check to see if the tape was tampered with. Once I got home, I was like, snaps. Let me check to see if the tape was tampered with. Now with this one, I got to be real careful and put everything back in the way it was. Thought it was Mighty Max for a second. Yeah, no, I remember. Let me switch so you guys can see that. I remember Mighty Max having the little compact, and then yeah, it would open up something like that, and you can do stuff with it. So it's got these little pegs in here, so you can. I'm assuming you. Look, I'm already losing the pieces for it. I'm assuming you insert them and then do your little playing around because you're a kid. Just don't put them in your mouth. That's all. Pretty cool. I mean, I think these are like $3, $4. All right, so yeah, like I said, I have to very carefully open this one up and get all the good. Yeah, Riri. Pocket Pollies. I remember those too. Pocket Pollies. Pocket Pollies were like, remember how there was My Buddy and Kid's Sister? Polly Pocket was the girl equivalent of Mighty Max. All right, so I talked to my nephew last Sunday. Last Sunday, I asked him what he wanted for Christmas. He said he wanted some of the new Black Panther. He said he wanted some Iron Man. So I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone right here. I'm going to get him some of the new Black Panther and some of the Iron Man. Let's just... If the paint apps are not bad on it, we're good. If they're bad, there's still 3 of these sitting at my local Target. I've still got the receipt. I'll return it. And we'll try to get it right. So far I'm 6 for 6. Will I be 7 for 7? Let's find out. I'll very carefully put everything back in factory warranty. So I might even have to go back on replay and look at this and make sure I'm doing everything, putting everything back right the way it's supposed to go. Alright, we got a blaster sticking out. That looks like it's in pretty good shape. A little bit of warping, but nothing too major. You can split it up and you're still good. And obviously that goes into one of the pegs right there. Looking good, looking good. right. We got the smoke effects that we got from the last reread, the last Iron Heart, which were good. I like those. I like those. Pretty cool. Alternate hands. Get some gripping hands, and the other one was almost like a trigger hand. And then we got the new look helmet. Smash or pass. I kind of like it. Kind of like it. Paint apps are good on that. As far as I can tell, a little bit right there, right above the eye. It's almost like a beauty mark right above the eye. All right, so far we're good there. Nice. Okay, we get kind of a translucent flame effect with a port or with a plug to port in. Oh, and it's gonna go in there. Sweet. All right, so we got her speakers. You know, when she's boomboxing around, she's got her speakers on her. Cool. And then these slot in like so. Sweet. So we got our flame effects. And then we got Apocalypse, the tubing from Apocalypse. Let's see about one Riri Iron Heart. How can I do this without ripping everything up? Alright, because out of the box, there's one other thing there. Blast effects, and they're bent. Sweet, right on, Hasbro. They're curved. It's a new thing that only she has. That hook blaster. That's where you justify the price increase, because the new blast effects are curved. Gotcha. All right. It was open already. Yeah, right. He might. Well, especially because the bag is a little ripped. So, bam. All right, out of the box. Shout out to Riri. Looking good. Looking good. How do the eyes are a little. The eyes are a little sus. I've seen people already do customs where they kind of tighten up the corn rolls a little bit, darken up the gapping. I don't totally hate the face. It's just the no, I think it's just the camera. The head's a little small. Like it's kind of peanut size compared to the rest of the body. But I think that's because this is going to be the desired look on it. Let's see how proportion the head is now. I love the wash on it. I love, or the paint, the plastic. It's that marble red. Still peanut head, and you can kind of see indentations of the cornrows. I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that the first time around. Paint schemes look good. I like this. They kept the gauntlets. Or they gave her gauntlets, I should say. Almost like the shield that they gave Captain America. She comes with the thick RoboCop style legs. And then you get this little. I don't hate this though. I don't hate this effect or this this look. Spinning these around on her. Hopefully my nephew's not watching right now, and then he knows that for sure it got tampered with, right? Because he can question it. He can question it, but he doesn't know for sure. He doesn't know for sure that it was me. But I'm doing it with his best interest at heart. I want to make sure that he gets a quality figure. And yeah, maybe I want to play with it just a little bit. Maybe I was curious to see if it's worth it, if it's worth the price. It's a cool looking figure. You can do a lot with this. You can play around and do a whole lot with it. I know there was in the comics there was backlash when Ironheart took over. So there's gonna be backlash about her taking over in MCU. But whatever, get over it. It happens. Characters die. Wolverine has been dead for a while. I know he's coming back in the comics, but Wolverine was dead for a while. So everybody dies, and then everyone comes back. Cool figure. If you want to spend the price on it, worth it. I am now 7 for 7 on windowless paint apps. Can I go 8 for 8? Can we go 8 for 8? 7 for 7. Proven to work. Will it work again? Will all my griping be for nothing? Let's find out. Let me get caught up on some chats. Millie, what's up, Millie? Millie Cologne in the building. How you doing? How you doing? I was thinking. Yeah, no, especially if I don't want to say that this one's peg warming, but multiple stores that I've been to, I've seen multiples of Ironheart. So yeah, play the long game. Play the long game. Wait for it to come out on clearance, and yeah, you can definitely make some customs. I mean, swap this head out. The head looks a little small. The head looks a little small for the body. You could swap that out, custom whatever. I mean, this is. I don't do Robotech or anything like that, but this screams kind of like Japanese anime type. Yeah, it could totally work. That could totally work. So yeah, I mean, check this one out. Play the long game on it. I think it went for 31. Try to see if you can get it for 15, man. I freaking got a Hulk Hogan. I got the Hulk Hogan for under $10. I think after taxes it was $10.42. They originally wanted 33 and some change for it. So yeah, playing the long game on it. Playing the long game can be beneficial to you. I've got the Mischievous Unicorn has the Homecoming MJ. So that one might work. I'm still waiting. I probably missed my window. I think if I looked on some online prices, because I really didn't want that America Chavez, just her as herself, as not powered down, just a regular person. I thought it was a really good figure. Do the gauntlets come off? Asks Tyler. I'm sure they do, because you have to get the gun in. Yep. Comes right off, and then you pour it in the weapon. All right. Sorry to my nephew Xavier. Totally not playing with your figure, bro. Totally not. We're checking it. We're making sure it works. We're making sure it's not poisoned. Apologies to you, my man. Yeah, no, I could definitely see a futuristic foot soldier. I mean, it could be anything. You can combine it with this guy and be a futuristic foot soldier. Just yeah. I mean, you could maybe fudge this into Star Wars somehow. Somehow, maybe this fits into the Star Wars universe if you want to play with it. Yeah. All right, can we go 8 for 8? Can we go 8 for 8? I still don't like the mantle swap of characters. It happens. I mean. Especially in the MCU, when people are getting paid $50 million for one movie, that can't hold up forever. It's not the golden age for that actor can't be. The shelf life on that is you're pricing yourself out. Disney and Marvel Studios want to be rolling in it, not paying RDJ $50 million, $60 million a movie anymore. All right, so this one will be for me. Can we do 8 for 8? Is 8 for 8 a possibility? Sandro, what's good, Sandro? Been a minute, bro. What's up? Welcome. All right, when we're not knocking down our camera, I'm trying to open up some Homecoming. First up, got the accessory packs. Got the notebook. You've seen that notebook just a little bit. I think the last time we saw this notebook, it said NYU or something. There was some kind of writing on it. No writing on it. We've got a JanSport camouflage. I like the straps. You can play around, do it different ways. You know, one strap, two straps. Choice is yours. Plain back. Nothing too crazy. Just the molding paint. I like the different tones of paint. That was a good job. See two of Petey's fisty hands. There you go, Petey. Speaking of Petey, I did get this one on clearance. That's a good likeness. That's a good Tom Holland likeness. Got this one for $13, guys. I know a lot of people were like, I'm not spending 50 something on this or that for something. That is a really good likeness to freaking Ned. I mean, of course he doesn't look like that now. Dude lost some weight. He's getting yoked up for his own movie franchise. All right. I can already see the head he's wearing. That's all right. You go last. You go last. Up next, we've got everyone's favorite, or we've got the hottest ant on the planet, hands down. Hottest ant on the planet. Nice kicks. Nice kicks. Wearing khakis. Khakis with the patches. Alright, I see you. Belt. Alright. Got a nice little sweater. Is it Stan Lee? No, it's a kid wearing a tan backpack. And then bam, we've got sad Tom Holland. Neutral face Tom Holland. Good likeness. Good likeness. Checking out the backpack. Moves around. So he's got an upper diaphragm. No ab crunch. Upper diaphragm. Well, that's a shirt. That's not the belt. That's his shirt. The front of his shirt. And then two tones from the hips to the pelvic area. Free-flowing lower half. And then you got an upper diaphragm rocker. Kicks forward and back that far. Petey Parker can spread it open that wide. Are you on a dumbbell joint? Yeah. But so you got the articulation there, and then you've got the neck itself that's going to articulate too. So you're going to get flex up and down there. You see the shirt, good detail on the shirt, and then swap heads. Pretty good. Pretty good. Wow. Flex that far down, that far up. Wearing some mustard pants. There you go. Mustard pants. All right, Nedry, you're up. Huh. Oh yeah, they aren't patches. I'm looking at it through the camera. On the camera, it looks like patches, but yeah, it's the knees are the same color as the butt. Yeah, that's kind of bad. That is kind of bad. But with the human eye, it doesn't look as bad. It blends a little better on the human eye. Ugh, yeah, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. All right, here we go. Big man got the mask in big man form. I don't think anyone. I mean, this is a really good head. This is a really good head, but I don't know that people aren't gonna want you know, this. And yeah, there's no black lines in it. You could touch that up if you wanted a, you know, quick black wash, help you out. I think I did my shocker live one time. Everyone was losing their mind that I wasn't using the right kind of pen, but I was like, bro, I'm just having fun. And these almost look like Reeboks. These almost look like they could be Reebok knockoffs. But yeah, cool pens. He's got the big torso. Now, see, this is the part that when they gave us the pics of it, see, I might have to swap this one out if I can find one. It's not terrible, but I see it. I see the difference in the gapping in the line in the paint. Vertically, horizontal, they're good, but this was one of the things where I said that you were gonna have the issue, and I did. I got hit with it. Dang it! So did 8 for 8 end right now? Did my perfect streak just end? Or would you chuck this up as, bro? You're a grown man. Just live with it. Comment below. Good paint apps on the face so far. We had 3 different Spider-Man in one movie. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. All right, so there's Nedry in all his glory. Petey holding his book. Bam. I believe it was Bo King Woodbine, right? Bo King was 7-1 says 7-1 says IE. Does that count as a loss? Dang it. Dang it. Alright. Live with it, says Greg Finn said. Yeah, it could be worse. It could be all blotched up. I don't know. I mean you don't see these in the store anymore though, so especially for the price I got it for. Alright guys, 19 people in the building, guys. Please tune in for episode 99 next week. We're coming to the last week I was in acceptance. Right now I'm kind of in like the denial phase or the bargaining phase. I'm like, oh man, let me fudge the numbers up. Let me see if we can squeeze a couple more weeks into it. No one will even notice. No one's even that good at counting, but you know. So we're kind of in that phase of it. But yeah, man, episode 99 next week, guys. Tune in next week as we very slowly say goodbye to your boy. All right, man. Well, that's going to do it for this week, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for talking Galactus. Thank you to General Kenobi's Bunker for coming in and talking Star Wars, doing the recap of Andor and all that stuff, man. Thanks for hanging out while we opened up toys. 2 hours, 2.5 hours on a Saturday night, guys. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Replay crew. Shout out to the replay crew. We're going on 2 weeks in a row where I haven't shouted out the replay crew in our normal replay crew fashion. Last week I let it slide because we had the British invasion. When you're getting invaded by the Brits, you gotta. But no, not this week, guys. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Boom. 2 hours and 25 minutes. 26 minutes right now. 2 hours and 26 minutes into the replay crew. Boom. You just got replayed. If you are in the replay crew, type that in at the bottom of the chat, guys. We will see you next week, episode 99. We're drawn to a close. Shout out to the Wolf Mother for this one. Shout out to Hasbro for giving me a good one of that. Yeah. Tune in next week, guys. Tune in next week. We will see you on the next one. Deuces.